Welcome to one of the crown jewels of the NASCAR, the National Cup Series. A 20-lap dash around the historic Monza Oval here in Milan, Italy. We have Martin and Fontaine, the two best teammates in first, Newton in second, Johnson in third, Guy in fourth, Demitale in fifth. No restrictor plates around this 3-mile oval. 220 miles per hour. We are underway. Who last year was Hassan Demitale? Who was going to take the crown jewel this time around? This race has very big playoff implications as well. With just 2 races left until the playoffs start, the top 10 are the only ones that can compete for the title. The 16 of Fontaine takes the lead early. You'll be seeing a lot of drivers taking various lines, getting runs onto the outside and inside here. Martin into the wall, but he does a pretty good job at saving it. All the cars successfully get out of turn 1. Shifting into 4th gear, we are hitting 205 miles an hour. Coming into turn 3, and we are still clean. Here's the view from Topiste Brown. We are now at 196 miles an hour. Almost at the 220 mark. Is he crashing here in the 34, the 39, make contact, a bunch of cars are making contact. Huge wreck, many of the cars involved here at lap 2. Here's what started the wreck. It looks like 2 separate ones, the 34 getting into the 39, and another one involving the 57 of Crowley. I think the 88 of Brown got the worst of it. Jesus. That's 220 miles per hour for you. See right here, the 34 gets into the 39, and that's what really starts the big wreck. You also see the 96 of Kronberg hitting the 59 of Crowley. Mine and Harrell do a very good job. Dustin Morrison Jr. too does a very good job at avoiding the wreck. The 65 checks down, and it's just car after car after car from there. Now at the beginning of Route 3, we have another wreck here between Opsal and O'Sherwood. And Opsal is on his roof. The only rookie who's won a race so far, his day is definitely done. Ooh. Fast forward to lap 5, and 13 cars are out of the race. We are down to just 12 at the moment. The leader is the 16 of Luis Fontaine, but Demitale is looking to make a move. Demitale won this race last year. Does she want to make it 2 in a row? 205 miles per hour down the backstretch. The last car on the lead lap, or really the last car that is still in this race, is Dustin Morrison Jr., who has previously won 3 races. There's the 54 of Mine and Harrell both did a very decent job at avoiding the wreck. Mine is currently comfortable in the 10th spot. You will see a lot of the drivers are now going to slow down coming into 1 and 2. Just wanting to keep their cars intact. The worst is definitely done with that 20-car wreck. And now it's the 14 of Demitale who has the lead. The 44 of Pasquale, who is doing very good at his home track. He managed to dodge, and he is now in 6th. Are we going to be 3 white here coming down the backstretch? The battle for 4th. The driver who probably needs these playoff points the most is Luis Fontaine. At the moment, he is the first car that would miss out, currently in 11th. If he can get a top 10 spot, that would be very huge, considering how the vast majority of the other drivers in the playoffs have been knocked out already of this race. The 8 is in, the 52 is in, the 44 and the 70 are in, and the 10 is in, but that's about it. The rest of the drivers have crashed out. Here are lap 10. Just look at the standings. Only 11 cars are still in the race. 21 cars in those first 3 laps have been eliminated from contention. That's just how brutal Monza is for you. But here's the battle for the lead between the 14 of Debatali and the 20 of Kurt Guy. Guy is not a driver you usually see up front. Joined Good Smile Racing in the offseason. There's Chevrolet Monte Carlos, and he's definitely having a much improved season as what he did the season before. We are halfway through here at Monza. Can these 11 cars make it all the way? Dematale's braking, and Kurt just absolutely sends it. He is going to be the first place car now. Meanwhile, we have a pretty good battle for third here between Noonan, Fontaine, and Luis Gustavo de Marza. The 70 of Martin also riding the outside. The 52 of Johnson, the 57 of Harrell, Pasquale. Guy is the last car in 10th. He's hoping Dustin Morrison Jr. doesn't catch up. In between the All-Star race, Dustin Morrison Jr. actually changed crew chiefs. The 59 of Olpsel and the 25 who were involved in that crash earlier, they are 5 laps down, but they are still racing. Although they probably won't get any points, that is very, very hard work from them. That would be 2 straight 11 plus finishes for Olpsel if he can hold on. Well, 12th place, I mean. The 59 of Crowley is still in the field, and that's it. 12 cars on the lead lap. No, 11 cars on the lead lap, and only 15 cars are still on the track. The Kurt Guy has a very good advantage now. But because of these various runs you can get here at Monza, that gap may look big, but it can be shrunk in as little as 1 turn. It's 5 laps to go. Kassim Dematale still has the lead, but Noonan sends it. Oh, the 20 and the 14 make contact. And that's going to end the day for both of them, trying to fight hard for the win. They were the 2 favorites coming into most of this race. And now because of that, they are out. Guy is still going, but Dematale is significantly slow. Guy can probably still get a top 10 at least. And that's going to help Johnson, Harrell, Pasquale, Mine, and Morrison Jr. So let's get back to the action in the lead. It is now David Noonan for Mason-Dixon Motorsports who has the lead. 4 laps to go. The next closest car is Luis Gustavo de Marza. I mean, he has the 2 Bidvest Racing teammates of Fontaine and Martin behind him. The 70 and the 8 make contact too going into that turn. Martin saves it. And LTD does a pretty decent job at saving it as well. He should still be able to get a top 10. Unless Dustin Morrison Jr. catches up in time, we'll see. Can LGD recover to full speed? It looks like he can. He is racing alongside Pasquale. Excellent save from the both of the drivers, really, to keep themselves in the top 10. Back to the lead. It is now David Noonan, but the gap has closed. Luis Fontaine is right there. It's going to be 3 to go this time around. Noonan is very slow coming into turn 1. Martin is not that far behind. I think the last thing David Noonan wants to see are those 2 teammates working together to try to get past him. Coming down the backstretch. All 3 of the cars are currently right next to each other. It was Guy and Dematale who were leading for most of this race until they both got into each other, racing too hard, and Noonan has taken advantage. Can Noonan get the first win of his career? But if there's one driver that is very good at super speedway racing, it is Luis Fontaine. Him and Leonardo Pasquale have the highest average finish in tracks longer than 2 miles. And it's going to be 2 laps to go this time around. Oh, I'm sorry, it's still 3. No, it is 2. It is 2. The ticker was just very slow at that moment. Martin now goes around his teammate looking to get his 5th win. He's already comfortable to the playoffs, but Martin is going to want to increase that gap. For every win you get 30 bonus points. If he can increase his gap more, that will give him more chance to win up a title. But here comes Fontaine to the inside. Now we have a very good battle here for 4th between Johnson and Harrell. The rest of the top 10 has basically already been determined, but let's get back to the lead cars here. Martin is taking that highlight so we can get a run off, and here comes Fontaine. Noonan tries to block. Fontaine onto the outside. Martin is coming full steam ahead. It is 1 lap to go. He bumps the 5. Fontaine into the inside. He's got it there. Very good run from Fontaine. Coming out to the backstretch for the last time here at Monza. Noonan's gonna have to absolutely send it if he wants to win here. Here is Fontaine. Fontaine, Noonan, and Martin are gonna be battling for the finish down the backstretch. Coming down the backstretch now. Luis Fontaine holds on, and Martin passes Noonan. It is a Bit Racing top 2. A huge win for Luis Fontaine, who is currently at 11th, needed points to get into the playoff, and what more better points to get than a win. Only 10 cars finished on the lead lap. Goodness me.